Okay, hello everyone. This is my first video. I'm Blackwell76, as you might be able to see from the YouTube channel title. And I am in the alpha test for World of Warcraft Legion. And I have been most interested in the Demo Warlock. And so I've been testing that as much as I possibly can for the past week. And this is the current build, so what I intend to do is show you the changes from last week's build to this week's build and try to keep those things updated as we go on to the Legion Alpha, on into Beta if I get into that, and of course maybe some more videos involving Legion, as this tends to be, or I intend this to be my main rating, well, one of my main rating tunes. So first off, as you can see from the hotbar, that I don't have a whole lot of spells. I'm actually level 101 and I use these spells. That's about it. So you have Doom, which is still there, and let's see, it's a inflicts impending doom upon the target, causing 55,624 shadow damage over 16.5 seconds. Then you have probably what is the, I guess, bread and butter of the of this spec, called Dreadstalkers. We summon 2 ferocious Dreadstalkers to attack the target for 12 seconds. Demonic Empowerment, which empowers your demons. Active demons with dark energies, increasing their haste and health by 50% for 12 seconds. Currently, I believe this is broken. It's not giving the health increase, but there is a new talent that's kind of making that not necessarily that big a deal. And then this is a talent. It replaces Shadowbolt, but it draws a Demon Bolt, draws energy from your demons, and launches a ball of demonic energy at the target, dealing 9,272 chaos damage. Damage increased 30% for each demon you have active. So, and then you also have the Drain Life, which if you play a Warlock, you already know what that is. Hand of Gul'dan, pretty much the same thing, but it's more of an AoE thing, and it casts Doom upon each. Actually, you know what? I just noticed that I should be using this every single time. So, well, what it does is because it calls down a demonic meteor full of wild imps which burst forth and attack the target for 12 seconds. Deals up to 13,352 Shadow Flame damage on impact to all enemies within 8 yards of the target. Applies Doom to each target and summons up to 4 wild imps based on Shoal Shards consumed. So this might change some of my talent choices. I should have read this a long time ago because that would have made a lot of difference. But then you have Demon Wrath, which is kind of like the AoE for Warlocks. Causes your demons to crackle with demonic energy, dealing 8,343 shadow damage to all enemies within 10 yards of any of your demons over 2.5 seconds, castable while moving. The only thing I don't like about this spell right now is that it makes me feel like I need to be in melee range. You don't need to be, but I used to play a tank, or I am currently playing a tank, and so when I see area of effects that are around me, my first instinct is to go into melee and make sure I have as many targets as I can. This is a talent, we'll discuss that a little bit later. You have your Mat Life Tap, you do have to use it. Health Funnel, I have not needed to use it on this current build. The previous build I used it a lot. Let's see, Burning Rush, your speed boost, Banish, and Demonic Gateway. You have your Summon Doomguard, Summon Infernal, your Unending Resolve, all your demons, and then my mounts. So, your talents for this particular build are, one of them that has changed, so see, now I should have looked at that a lot earlier. So that means I should probably go with this one. But anyways, okay, so your Shadowy Inspiration, Demonic Empowerment, also causes your next Shadow Bolt to be instant. I suppose there could be a use for it, because then you're getting what Shadow Bolt does is it generates shards, and shards is what you need to summon demons, empower them, and so forth. I better move this so that I have this right away. And then we'll have to do this, because it's going to change things for me. Alright, so Shadow Flame lobs a ball of Shadow Flame at the target, dealing 9,270 Shadow Flame damage immediately, and another 12,980 Shadow Flame damage over 8 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. I don't use that. Demonic Calling Shadowbolt has a 20% chance to make your next call. Dreadstalkers cost no Shoal Shards. Maybe Shadow Flame is a better choice here. In fact, we'll even give that a try, because it does generate a Soul Shard. This gives me more buttons to play with, makes it a little bit more of a active class. Impending Doom. Doom also summons one Wild Imp when it deals damage. That might even be a better choice. More demons, the better. Maybe. But now Call of Dreadstalkers also summons 2 Wild Imps, so when I do Dreadstalkers, I automatically have 4 demons plus my pet to empower, and if I do the Hand of Gul'dan right, I should have much more than that. Implosion, demonic forces suck all of your Wild Imps towards a target, and then cause them to violently explode, dealing 14,833 Shadow Flame damage to all enemies within 8 yards. And I am going to stop saying how much it is, because it scales with level anyways. I haven't messed with this. I don't know how it works. Demon Skin. Okay, so level 45 tier is where the biggest contention is for this particular build, because if you're going to be a PvEer like I am, Demon Skin is basically your only choice. They recently added Soul Leech as a baseline spell, or however you want to put it. So all single target damage done by you and your minions grants you and your pet shadowy damage, or shadowy shields that absorb 50% of the damage dealt until canceled. I realize that tooltip is a little wrong, but up to 15% of your maximum health. And then you have Demon Skin, which is Soul Leech absorption, now passively recharges at a rate of 1% of maximum health every 1 second, and that may now absorb up to 20% of your maximum health. This is their replacement for Fell Skin, which was a 10% increase to health and healing. They took that out for this build and put Soul Leech in as a passive, Demon Skin as a talent to boost Soul Leech, to make your Demonology Warlock seem more tanky, which is a word I hate, because as a tank, it causes a lot of confusion in my head. Then you have Mortal Coil, horrifies an enemy target into fleeing, incapacitating them for 3 seconds, healing you for 11% of maximum health. Shadow Fury stuns all enemies within 8 yards for 3 seconds. You might use Shadow Fury in AoE situations where you need to stun things like Zul'Horak in Hellfire Citadel, but for the most part, Demon Skin seems to be the best choice for PvEers. Hand of Doom now applies Doom to all enemies it hits. Hand of Gul'dan. Power Trip, Demonic Empowerment, has a 50% chance to generate 1 Soul Shard when used in combat. This might be my better choice, but in AoE situations, Hand of Doom, excuse me for the hiccups, Hand of Doom would probably be the better choice, because then you get more demons, or more imps. Soul Harvest immediately generates 5 Soul Shards. Now, this may be the better choice now that I think things through, because you only start off with 1 shard. Call Dreadstalkers cost 2 shards. Hand of Gul'dan, 1 to 4 Soul Shards. Demonic Empowerment is a free cast. Then you have your Shadow Flame and your Demon Bolt. The point of this class is to get as many demons out as you possibly can and to empower them. If you go the route which I'm currently doing, which is using Hand of Doom, you have to cast Shadow Bolt or Demon Bolt a number of times to generate the shards that you need to start doing that, which means you have ramp-up time, not a lot of burst to begin with. So I am going to do Soul Harvest. Major contention with this is that it is a 1.65 second cast. Chances are, from what I've seen as far as testing is concerned, is that you're only going to use this at the beginning of a fight. I'm going to get rid of it. I don't need to drain life this build at all, so I'm just going to toss that aside. And this is a talent I didn't like. I might try it again later on. It has good we'll get to that anyways. So Demonic Circle is now a talent. It is not a spell. And also another thing that has made a few Warlocks angry, because well, now we have no mobility spell like a Monk's Transcendence or a Mage's Blink. We have to talent into it. Not that big a deal to me. You still have Burning Rush. Dark Pact sacrifices 20% of your demon's current health to shield you for 400% of the sacrificed health for 20 seconds. you suffer from no control impairing effects while you have Dark Pact. You have your Grimoires; they haven't really much changed. Grimoire Supremacy allows you to control a demon, or Doom Guard, or Infernal. Grimoire Service allows you to summon a second demon, which could be a good thing for Demonology Warlocks. I haven't really tested it. I like Grimoire Synergy much better. Grimoire Service summons a second demon which fights you for 25 seconds and deals 100% increased damage. The demon will immediately use one of its special abilities when summoned, so this might be your interrupt. Because there is no interrupt for Warlocks as it is right now. Grimoire Synergy, damage done by you or your demon has a 100% chance to grant the other one 30% increased damage for 15 seconds. I like this because, well, I like this because with Demonic Empowerment, you're doing more and more damage. Kind of the point of the class, but Grimoire Service, you get another pet out, more damage that way too. I don't know which one's better. I don't have any way of testing damage and theory crafting this stuff. I'm not that good at that stuff yet. I'm still learning. Summon Beholder. Summons a Beholder for 12 seconds that launches eye lasers at all targets afflicted by your Doom, which have a good synergy with Hand of Doom. You cast that. You cast Summon Beholder. And let's see, Demon Bolt is what I use right now. I said it draws energy from your demons and launches a ball of demonic energy at the target, dealing chaos damage. Damage is increased 30% for each demon you have active, so probably a good choice to have, in my opinion. Again, every soul shard you spend has a 30% chance to be refunded. I also could make you constantly have soul shards, but as I have noticed, I haven't had a soul shard problem so far in this build or the previous build. With that in mind, rotation, I am not going to say that I have the perfect rotation down. Again, I have no way of theory crafting this stuff, so I have no way of telling you for certain that this is the way to do things. But let's see how this works. He's going to cast Soul Harvest, Doom, Dreadstalkers, Gul'dan, Demonic Empowerment, and then we'll do our Shadow Flame. And see, I've already got 4 Soul Shards that I haven't used to summon anything yet. Cast Doom, and that's it. That's pretty much all you really need to do. So far as I've seen, as far as this rotation is concerned. AoEing, you just replace your Shadow Bolt or Storm Bolt with or Demon Bolt with a with your Demon Wrath. So I don't have a whole lot of shards. I might be able to. Oh yeah, I do. So do that to this. That, and your AoE looks like this. So as I said before, it's automatic for me to want to run into melee range. I don't necessarily need to. The damage does not come off the Warlock. And excuse me while I have to wrestle my cat in the cords. The damage does not come off the Warlock. You do not need to be in melee range. It's just instinct for me because of the effect that... Well, this is no good. Okay, so... In fact, my demons are all messed up, but let's do this. This is not the best rotation. This is that I'm so used to having weak auras tell me what's available, so I'm not casting Doom when I should be casting it. a bit of lag on the server today too, so apologize for that. The area that I am is in the newest area, the area that they just implemented as Suna, I believe is how you say it. Very Naga-y. I wonder if I'm not supposed to... I might have to be using the Shadow Flame like you would do Hand of Gul'dan. You don't just cast it twice in a row, you cast it per fight. And we have a... what does it say? Might be in the lead up ahead. That's... got treasure for me. So, let's see, is it... that is, we're going to give this a shot. So, I am going to make sure that I have shards right away. Doom! Dreadstalkers, Imps, Soul Shard.
Cannot command.
And now he should just melt. My pet has not taken any damage whatsoever, and that's to do with the talents. And we got lag. Oh, no we didn't. We just lost target. What do we get? Order resources, yay! Alright, so that, so far, in a nutshell, is the Demonology Warlock for the build that was April 6th, 2016. I already have the artifact, you can see it's floating around me here. If you really want to see a good introduction of the artifact quest, I recommend Preach Gaming's videos. He does all the, I believe, pretty much every artifact quest that he could at the time, plus their order halls. And I messed that up. So basically, you have your army of demons doing everything you can for you. That is the Demonology Warlock in a nutshell. And like I said, I may be doing the rotation wrong to begin with. I have no way of knowing what the actual rotation is supposed to be, but I'm pretty sure I have it down at least as close as accurate as it should be anyways. I'll do a little bit more here so everyone can see the actual... I think we have... So there you have it. Please feel free to post any questions. I'm sure there'll be plenty of criticisms. This is my first video. Apologize for any shitty quality that may come from it. You can also follow me on Twitch, Blackwell76, as is posted on the page. And follow us when we run with Threat Level Midnight on Harry US. And I hope to see you guys on that channel.